right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Good morning. We have a great day today.
So it's a wonderful time to be alive, and as we say in this report, it is the best time to be alive.
The world that we're in today is an extremely complex, extremely interconnected planet, and it's in a state of enormous transition.
Today we're talking about inequality, we're talking about education, and we're talking about the gap between the different classes in society.
Inequality, as Joe has written so eloquently, is so corrosive of change.
You don't eat GDP growth.
If we create equal societies, we will always create better societies.
Let's peel off the labels. Let's get rid of emerging or frontier or developing.
People know what the problem is, what the solutions are,
Yes.
but they just cannot bring themselves to do it. Do you think we have the same problem?
In Ian's presentation, he made the point that we have the knowledge, we have the policies, we know what needs to be done, but there's a big gap between what we know and our ability to take action.
Africa has continued to grow at a very rapid rate.
From 2000, something has happened.
I think what's been very interesting is to see the energy, to see the drive in young people in Nigeria and in other parts of West Africa.
We are today 7 billion people. Where do they live?
So when we look at all these families, quote unquote, in the countries, and you have what seems to be more unhappy families than happy families because they are suffering from aging of the population or just too many young people chasing jobs.
Economic growth that is more environmentally sustainable than it's been in the past.
I'm fundamentally a great optimist about humans. If you give them basic education, basic healthcare, a bit of infrastructure, most humans are incredibly ingenious about finding ways to make a living and make their lives better.
China is on the transition from being a factory of the world to be a consumer market.
The nature of growth is changing. Now it is becoming more and more domestic consumption driven because of the surge of the middle class.
But we suffer from a collective impotence. Leadership is missing.
We cannot disembed the world of reason, which is what economic numbers are about, with the world of passion.
The world is not black and white, just like it's not north versus south.
Every country will have to find its own way out of this predicament.
Is the glass half empty or half full? I would prefer to say it's half full.
We should be surprised at how well things are going rather than how difficult things have been.
How important do you consider disclosure and transparency issues generally across the continent?
Technologies are really an informal education by thinking different.
Complain about American competition.
This forum is about trying to better understand and share with each other where we see opportunities to create long-term sustainable growth.
The shift towards our markets is undeniable. The shift towards growth markets is inexorable.
When investing, the moral strength and political astuteness of a company is in today's world the most important collateral an investor might seek.
The one thing we're trying to systematically do is blow up the concept of a business plan. I think business plans should not be taught in business school. They should be taught in the English department under creative writing because it's some of the best fiction you'll ever read.
The reason youth are starting all these companies is because they're the users. You're missing out on a great opportunity if you don't look at these causes.
Those of us who enjoy difficult problems, intellectual, political, this is the best time to be alive because our challenges have never been greater.
These are the drivers of the emerging economies.
These are the young couples who decided to work hard for a better home and a better life for their children, and what they want to consume, that's what has to get constructed, and that's what you will invest in.
Yes, it's a great time to be alive, but let's also make tomorrow, where our children will be alive, a better place. Thank you.